We've just finished the preliminary section of the practice, and now we're going into the main body of the practice. We'll be practicing opening the door to space, the long poa. Our avaduti is red on the inside, white on the outside. It extends from our Brahma chakra to our secret place, where it branches off into our legs and feet. In our left foot is a red tigre from our mother. It is a little ball of light the size of a marble. It is full of life and energy. In our right foot is a white tigre from our father. It is also a small ball of light, about the size of a marble. It is also full of life and energy. In the center of each of those two tigres is a black letter do. From the black letters do, a black light goes out to all the beings in the hells, and the hell realm appears. The beings in this realm are consumed by their rage. They're either frozen solid in impenetrable hatred or blazing with fury. Nothing can approach them. They're being tortured continually by physical tortures that begin again as soon as they end, and by a terrible regret. It is very dark here and very lonely. For each hell being, the others are only shadows, projections of their rage. The black light gathers up all of this rage and pain, and when the black light comes back and dissolves into the black letters do, the hell realm dissolves with it. Suddenly the hell beings are all released into a beautiful place that is light and bright, and they're surrounded by sweet odors, sweet breezes, and all types of lovely grasses and flowers. The suffering of the hell beings melts away and they can rest. When the black light dissolves into the black letters do, the black letters do dissolve into the tigre and our feet, and the door to this realm in us closes. Now our tigres are full of energy from the hell realm. They're jumping up and down and pulsing. They want to jump up and join together in our secret place. When I say pay, they will do that. Now in our secret place is a single tigre, the size of a small bird's egg. It is a luminous white with a slight pink tinge, and it emanates 5 colors of rainbow light. In the center of that tigre is a yellow letter tre, the letter of the hungry ghost realm. From the yellow letter tre, a yellow light goes out to all the hungry ghosts, and the hungry ghost realm appears. The hungry ghosts are always hungry, always thirsty, not only for food and water, but for love and care and nurture. Their stomachs are very large, but their necks are tiny. Even when they're offered what they need, they can't accept it. This is a dry, desolate place. There are no leaves on the trees and no grass. When the sun shines on the hungry ghosts, they burn. When it is cold, they freeze. And they are so lonely because they're attached to being in other realms who can't hear or see them. They run panic from place to place, pursued by their hunger, thirst, and desolate loneliness. The yellow light gathers up all of their panic, hunger, thirst, and desolation. And when the yellow light comes back and dissolves into the yellow letter tre, the hungry ghost realm dissolves with it. Suddenly the hungry ghosts are released into a beautiful place, where everything they have desired is arrayed around them, and now they can accept all these gifts. They can relax and rest at last. When the yellow light dissolves into the yellow letter Tre, the yellow letter Tre dissolves into the Tigle in our secret place, and the door to this realm in us closes. Now our Tigle is larger and brighter and more full of energy. It wants to jump up into our navel center. When I say pay, it will do that. Pay! Now in the Tigle in our navel center is a gray letter Da, the letter of the animal realm. From the gray letter Da, a gray light goes out to all the animals, and the animal realm appears. This is also a very painful realm. The animals have bodies that make their survival very difficult. Because their minds are also confused and dull, they can be easily captured and used as servants and slaves. And they're often killed and eaten as food for other beings. They're entirely focused on survival. Even the predators are focused on pursuing their prey, always fearing that they will starve. The lives of the animals are dominated by fear and pain, and the humiliation they suffer as servants and slaves. The gray light goes out and gathers up all the fear, pain, confusion, and humiliation. And when the gray light returns and dissolves into the gray letter Da, the animal realm dissolves with it. Suddenly the animals find themselves in a beautiful place, with perfect bodies and clear, alert minds. All of their suffering melts away. When the gray light dissolves into the gray letter Da, the gray letter Da dissolves into the Tigle in our navel center, and the door to this realm in us closes. Now our Tigle is even larger and brighter than before, and it is even more energetic. It wants to jump up to our heart center. When I say pay, it will do that. Pay! In the Tigle in our heart center is a green retroflex letter Nri, the letter of the human realm. From the green letter Nri, a green light goes out to all the human beings, and the human realm appears. The beings in this realm have very efficient bodies, and they're very intelligent enough to realize that they will eventually die and to fear their death. Their bodies are efficient. These bodies are also fragile and prone to accidents and disease. Humans suffer terribly as they watch beings that they love suffer, and as they lose everything, including their bodies and minds, in the fear and pain of death. As if this were not enough pain, humans are fascinated by passion, and passion behaves itself badly. It promises great pleasure and delivers pain. It attaches itself to the wrong object. Too many objects are not enough. It is the source of jealousy, anger, and grief. The green light gathers up all these sources of pain. And when the green light dissolves into the green letter Nri, the human realm dissolves with it. The human beings are then released into various pure realms, and the green light dissolves into the green letter Nri. And when the that light dissolves into the green letter Nri, the green letter dissolves into the Tigle in our heart center, and the door to this realm in us closes. Now our Tigle is much larger, so much more full of energy and light that it wants to jump up to our throat center. When I say pay, it will do that. Pay! Now in the Tigle in our throat center is a red letter Ah, the letter of the jealous God realm. From the red letter Ah, a red light goes out to the jealous gods, and the jealous God realm appears. The beings in this realm are already in a beautiful place. Their bodies are beautiful and their minds are very sharp. However, they are miserable because they're in constant conflict with each other. They're driven by ambition. They're sure that whatever they have is not enough. They jealously eye the other jealous gods' power, glory, beauty, talent, material possessions, and everything else the others have. This is like a constant state of war, with each plotting and strategizing against the others. Each is sure the others are plotting against them, and they're inevitably right. This is a very lonely realm. It is hard to extend your heart when you're in competition with everyone around you. The red light gathers up all this aggression and conflict, and when the red light dissolves into the red letter Ah, the jealous god realm dissolves with it. Suddenly, the jealous gods feel their ambition melt away, and with it their jealousy and paranoia. They turn to each other and discover the possibility of love and care. When the red light dissolves into the red letter Ah, the red letter Ah dissolves into the Tigle in our throat center, and the door to the jealous god realm in us closes. Now our Tigle is larger, more luminous and lovely, and it's so full of energy it wants to jump up to our Brahma chakra. When I say pay, it will do that. Pay! In the Tigle in our Brahma chakra is a white letter Om, the letter of the gods. From the white letter Om, a white light goes out to the gods. The gods live in the most beautiful samsaric realm of all, and they live for eons and eons. Their bodies are radiant, and their minds are clear and bright. They're surrounded by every pleasure, however they're afflicted by a very subtle form of ignorance. They're fascinated by their pleasures, the ones they're enjoying and the others they imagine. They're completely absorbed and totally cut off from the lives and suffering of other beings. They don't want to know anything about pain, and for this reason they have no empathy and no compassion. But at the deepest level, they're afraid. They know that eventually their radiance will dim, their bodies will start to smell, and they will fall out of their high place. Their fall will be so much more painful because of the pleasures they've enjoyed, and none of the other gods will comfort them, because the gods can't endure any kind of suffering, even of one of their own. When the white light goes out to the gods, it's said that the light of the Buddha shines into their eyes, and they're suddenly helplessly awake. They can't ignore the suffering of other beings anymore. And when the white light dissolves into the white letter Om, empathy and the possibility of genuine compassion is born in their hearts. And when the white light dissolves into the white letter Om, the God realm dissolves with it. At the same time, the white letter Om dissolves into the Tigle in our Brahma chakra, and the door to this realm in us closes. Now all the doors to the 6 realms in us are closed, and all the beings of the 6 realms are released. Our Tigle is so brilliant, so luminous and huge and full of energy that it can't stay in our body. It wants to jump out of our Brahma chakra to the white Hum in Machig's heart, to the red Hri that emerges from her heart, and our consciousness will become Vajrayogini. When I say pay, it will do that. Kempo has warned me to always tilt my chin down when I'm saying the pays. We do the pays with a lot of force, and he says you don't want to make another hole in your head. And he was quite serious about it. Mandala offering. Now as Vajrayogini, we do the mandala offering. We take our hooked knife and strip the skin off the corpse that has no owner, which lies in front of us. We arrange the skin on the golden ground in mandala form. We take the corpse and heap it in the center, and with our hooked knife we cut off the 4 limbs and arrange them as the gates of the mandala that divide up the continents and the subcontinents. With our hooked knife we cut off all the fingers and toes and arrange them as the iron mountains that ring the mandala. The trunk becomes Mount Meru, the head the God realm, the eyes the adorning sun and moon, the heart the wish-fulfilling gem, and all of the inner organs become various forms of offerings. The blood, lymph, and pus become sweet-smelling clear lakes. There's not even one part of the corpse that is not transformed into an offering. Even the little hairs on the corpse become flowers. If you'd like, you can do the Mandala Mudra while we're singing this. And hopefully while you're singing it. On the golden ground of my skin, in the midst of the surrounding iron mountains of my fingers and toes, is Mount Meru of my head and torso, adorned with the sun and moon of my 2 eyes, and the 4 continents of my 4 limbs. I offer this body as a perfect mandala to the gurus, yidams, and dakinis. Please accept this and grant your blessings. So now we do the intermediate pova. And again, be sure and tilt your chin down if you're doing this. But say the pays with a great deal of force. Our avaduti is red on the inside, white on the outside. It extends from our Brahma chakra to our secret place, where it branches off into our legs and feet. In our left foot is a red tigle from our mother. In our right foot is a white tigle from our father. When I say pay, these 2 tigles will jump up and join together in our secret place. Pay! Now in our secret place is a single tigle, the size of a small bird's egg. It is a luminous white with a slight pink color, and it radiates 5 colors of rainbow light. When I say pay, this tigle will jump up to our navel center. Pay! Now the tigle in our navel center will jump up to our heart center. Pay! Now the tigle in our heart center will jump up to our throat center. Pay! Now the tigle in our throat center will jump up to our Brahma chakra. Pay! Now the tigle in our Brahma chakra will jump out of our body to the white home in Machig's heart, to the red Hri which emerges from her heart, and our consciousness will become Vajrayogini or Vajravarahi if you'd like to be more fierce. When I say pay, it will do that. Now, as Vajrayogini or Vajravarahi, we offer the white feast. The white feast, the 3 cycles for taking on the path, also known as the 4 guests. From your heart a yam emanates, becoming a wind mandala in front of you, and a ram emanates, becoming a fire mandala. Above these 3 human heads, the size of Mount Meru, appear spontaneously forming a hearth. By slicing the corpse with a hook knife, the skull is flung to the center of the hearth. It is equal in size to the billion-world system. The corpse is then flung into the Kapala with the tip of the hook knife, and its flesh and bones are chopped up into small pieces. Hey. Calm and Om, Ah, Hum emanate from your heart center and position themselves one above the other over the mouth of the Kapala. Light radiates from your heart center, causing the wind to blow and the fire to blaze. The flesh and bones in the Kapala melt into nectar and boil. A stream of water falls from the calm, washing away all imperfections. Light radiates from the three syllables, invoking the blessings of the body, speech, and mind of the victorious ones as wisdom nectar. This dissolves into the three syllables. The three syllables melt into light and dissolve into the Kapala. Hey. The contents of the Kapala become an ocean of white, red, and blue nectar. The steam forms a variety of offering substances which fill space. The liquid is nectar with 100 flavors. The dregs become innumerable enjoyments and sense pleasures. Hey! Offering goddesses emanated from you fill the sky. They present clouds of pleasing offerings to the root and lineage gurus. They present the outer, inner, and secret offerings to the yidams of the 4 classes of tantras. Hey! They present Ganeshakra substances to the datas and dakinis. They present the substances of representation, fulfillment, and accomplishment to the samaya holders and protectors. They present pleasing things to the glorious protectors of the pure family. Hey! They present sense pleasures to the classes of Geks and karmic creditors. They present song offerings and gifts to the earth lords of the billion-world system. They present Naga medicine and the 3 white substances to the Naga families on the white side. They present oceans of flesh and blood to the Naga families on the black side. Hey! They present the 6 classes of beings with whatever their minds desire. Hey! The 4 types of guests are extremely pleased and satisfied. Our karmic creditors and liabilities feel repaid, and bodhicitta develops in their mind streams. The suffering of the 6 classes of beings is pacified, and they develop an interest in the conduct of the genuine Dharma. During this visualization, say Pei repeatedly. Pei! Now we do the red feast. The remainder of the nectar instantly becomes mountains of flesh, oceans of blood, and stacks of bones. It is deep red, gleaming fat, with thick steam about it. Its essence is undefiled nectar. Its manifestation resembles the flesh of a 7-time Brahman. It has the power to calm the physical and mental afflictions of all who see, hear, or taste it. Blow the Kongling 3 times. Think that principally the 8 types of demons, such as the local demons and physical demons with whom you have debts of life, merit, and power, and all the classes of Gex gather, while you chant Namo God demons who reside in this terrifying place. Think that they enjoy and relish the flesh and blood, perceiving each instant to last for an eon. Think that through this they are satisfied, and that vendettas are purified, karmic debts are cleansed, and the continuum of the maturation of karma is severed. These are the roots of all the white and red feasts. We begin with 3 long pays to purify the space, and 1 sharp pay to remind us that the form in which the beings appear is largely a product of our minds, but that they are as present and as empty as we are. Then we blow the congling to call them and sing to them sweetly, so that they will be magnetized and stay to enjoy the feast. It is particularly important to remember that the beings in the bardo are usually frightened by the peaceful and wrathful deities, and may choose the light path to the 6 realms. They often see the light path to the hells as the party. We're offering them an alternative party. Now we call them. We call them fiercely. They love aggression, conflict, and war. Apparitions to me, all fortunate beings, gather like clouds in the sky, fall like rain in the air, swirl about like a dust storm on the earth. I offer to all of you this body. I offer you the 6 parts of my external body. May the 6 paramitas be achieved. I offer you its 9 internal organs. May the 9 yanas be achieved. I offer you its 5 senses. May the 5 kayas and wisdoms be achieved. I offer all of raw. Those with leisure eat it cooked. Those who are in a hurry and those who are not, eat it as you like. Boiled, roasted, or raw. Those with large stomachs, eat your fill. Those with great strength, take as much as you can carry. Like a lion relishing meat, accept this offering without leaving any leftovers. Now we dissolve the visualization and rest in Mahamudra.